What's up, everybody? As you can see, trees up behind me. It is Christmas time. I just want to tell you guys happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. I did do a little thing for my truck. I did put some of these Christmas lights all over my truck. I will go show you how it looks, the final outcome, and all the stuff that I used in the making of the lights on my truck. So I'll get right back to you guys right next to my truck. What's up, everybody? So currently I am sitting in my truck. I'm gonna go over a couple things before I show you the lights on my truck and then what they look like. So when you go to do this project, it's definitely gonna take a few hours, if not a few days, depending on how many lights you get. One thing you are gonna need to buy is a power inverter. Nothing is sponsored in this video, just want to tell you guys that. A power inverter, which basically what a power inverter does is it takes a low voltage, so a low amount of power, and it transforms it and gives it like a supercharge into a different amount of power, whether it be more power or less power. So you're gonna need one of those, and the one that I picked up is this one, Green Fuel power inverter, 150 watts. It has 2 USB ports and one 120 volt portable AC outlet. So like the outlets that are on your walls and stuff at home. Out of the package, what it looks like is this. It's a little small one. It's like a thermos kind of. So that's the power outlet, or that's the outlet that you plug the lights into, and then there's 2 USBs. This is the power on and power off. On the bottom, there is a fuse. On the bottom, that white tab right there is the fuse. You pull that out if it gets blown, and then that's the fan. I don't know if you guys can see that right there where it says fan. Yeah, it's my #1 fan right here. But yeah, so what don't want to have it sitting in like a cup holder like that, because then it's restricting the airflow. So this could get hot, and I'm not sure if it will get on fire, but it might get close to it. So what I've been doing is I've just been laying it down like this, so the fan gets sucked either this way, or I flip it this way and it gets sucked this way, so it doesn't overheat or potentially overheat. And now I'm going to show you what my lights look like on my truck and how I set it up. I did switch to my work light, so that's why it is a lot brighter. If you go inside, it's going to be connected. So this wire is the actual Christmas lights. Sorry, I have a bunch of tools and stuff back here. My rear view window, I have it cracked open a tiny bit, have the wire feeding through there. So this just gets plugged into this outlet right there, which I'll do it in a sec. And then once you do that, I have it running out my window, so just like that. Tucked down the side right here. And then that's what my truck looks like. Let me shut the door. So right now, that's what my truck looks like. Some people might say that looks silly. I don't really care. It looks fire. I have my hood done. So these white blobs in the middle, right there, one over there, is where I grabbed another section of wire and plugged it in, or it's the ending of that wire. So like this one right here is the end of that wire, that when I don't have any more added to it. That is where 2 wires connected. I have this whole side, and I have going across my hood. I did run out of lights for this whole side, so I did run out of lights for my passenger side. I'm actually gonna, I switched my light so you can see exactly where I'm pointing at. So when I was doing this whole side, I ran out of lights, and I had it end off right here, right where this white stuff is. That's just electrical tape, by the way. And then this green tape is automotive tape. And it did snow. I don't know if you guys can tell. It did snow a little while for a few hours this morning. So my truck did get soaked, but the tape did hold up, so it's pretty good. It definitely does stick. When you go to do this, make sure you wipe off your truck. If you're doing it in the cold, you definitely not want to take a car wash, because then everything will freeze. But like, I don't know if the shadow, yeah, you can see how dirty and salty and muddy my truck gets. And I already wiped it down. So what I just did is I took a face cloth and I just wiped down the whole entire side, and then I taped everything. Then I did it to the next section, wiped it down, taped it, wiped it down, and so on. But back to what I was saying, I did forget, or ran out of this whole side, and as I went out, got a new reel of 240, and I have a couple lines going through here, right there, up to here, and then down here, and then I have it tagged into this side. As I was doing it, I put it on this door, opened up this door right here, and it worked perfectly fine. Then I go, all right, now let's go to the back door. And then what I did, which was, I was silly, I taped the lights straight across right here. And then I was like, all right, I opened up this door once I was done, and this door opened up fine. It's like, all right, sweet, I'm done. Went to open this door to put my stuff away, and then realized that I had it taped across right here. So then I had to take all this off. I went back and forth probably like 6 different times by taking all the lights off this side and then reattaching them. Couple things to look out for when you go to do this project. You definitely want to have it away from your hinges or where the door closes. So like, cause mine doesn't have a pillar in the middle, so mine is door and door, so both of them would move. And you definitely want to clear it, because I already smashed one light on that side, and then I put a new one on, so it's all fine. No, I'm fine. But yeah, so I did open up my door and I smashed, which one? This one right here. Though this one where the light is like mainly focused. That whole bulb got destroyed. I did, when you buy these lights, they do come with a couple spares, so I did pop it in, but I can't lock that one in because the actual case itself is busted, but it still works perfectly fine. Dude, that just startled me. My dad or my brother put a skeleton inside the van, and I didn't even notice that until now. Back to what I was saying though. I did crush one of the lights, so I replaced it, and it works perfectly fine. This side is what I did first. I did use probably, just so you guys get a rough estimate, I'm gonna do an actual count of all of these lights on my truck, but I'm gonna say you're probably minimal is gonna need at least 1,000 lights. But so when I started with this side, I started somewhere. I started right here, like I said, I came out the window, and then I jumped right here, went up over the door, went all the way up, and then I went down the side right here, covered this panel. And when you guys go to do over door hinges or seams, you definitely want to leave extra play, so like all this is able to move. Same with this is all extra, so it can open and close and fold, so you don't pull and rip the tape each time you open it. Same thing, you can't cross this middle beam, at least for my truck. You have to go back up over here, around, then down right here. But also you want to leave extra, so that's why there's a bunch here. You want to leave extra so the doors can open and close. So this door can open and close. There's no right or wrong way on how to attach these lights. What I did is I just put tape on it, but I do want to warn you guys. I have heard people saying that they did this project or these lights on their truck, not this exact lights, but they put the Christmas lights on their car and it scratched the living daylight out of their car. I haven't had any issues, but I also did tape a decent amount on there. I went through a full roll, but I did it every couple inches just so it didn't have a lot of wiggle room to move around. But I haven't seen anything. Once I take these off, I'll do an inspection on my truck and see if I did get any scratches, but I don't think I haven't heard anything rattle, except for on the back glass right here. It did rattle a little bit, but I just didn't get to it yet. But without further ado, I will turn the lights on and you guys can see what it looks like. So, I'm gonna put you guys down here, over here on the ground. Sorry if the wind is affecting you guys, but this looks so sick. Like I said, so I have crossed my hood, I have up the sides. I wanted to do the roof and the bed of my truck, and I have all this side. Did skip this door because I ran out, but it's I think it's fine. I'm not gonna go and buy another spool. And I do go in and out of this door to get my tools and stuff a lot. I might do this door, I'm not sure though. But I went all the way up, down the side, covered this whole side, did my whole back of my truck. And you guys already saw I did this whole side. For these lights, I did LED mini bulbs. So here's a closer look on them. So they are mini bulbs, and if you look directly at them, like straight on, you'll see the light where it gets very bright. So from different angles, it might look like it's flickering at you guys. But it's just the different positioning of each light. And then this plus my underglow. And on top of that, go into my phone, go to the app that I have for my custom headlights. And I can also put my Christmas strobing lights that I made. These ones right there. So that's what my truck looks like. I think it came out awesome. Let me know in comments what you guys think about my truck or my lights and everything, or just if you wanted to ask a question or just talk about anything, just hit it up in the comments. I want to thank you guys for staying tuned, staying loyal, watching my channel, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and telling all of your friends and family. It does mean a lot. I am close to my goal for my next project, which is, I believe I'm at 248 subscribers. And I told you guys once I hit 300, then I'll do my exhaust or my muffler and everything, make it a little bit louder. So I'm almost there. But yeah, so I just want to say thank you guys, and I will get a total count on these lights and I will let you know. I will show you what it looks like to drive inside, like from the inside view. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was just saying bye to my parents. For the lights, I have been driving around with all these lights on and my underglow on. I always have my underglow on. My headlights I don't have on when I'm driving. Mainly because it is kind of illegal. Flashing headlights, different color headlights, all that stuff. So I'm gonna oblige by that rule. But I usually keep on all the other lights because it's not flashing, not impersonating law enforcement or anything. Sorry, I wanted to turn the radio down so I didn't get copyrighted. But you will notice some noise in the background, which that is actually the power inverter. That's the fan. It does have pretty good suction, so it shouldn't overheat at all. Oh, the wire's coming out. Sorry, the power went off because I accidentally pulled the wire out. What I will do probably is unplug this, plug a small extension cord in there, just so it's not stretching and hanging right here, so I have a little bit more to play with. But you will hear noise, which is what's that noise right now is the power inverter, the fan, so the fan, it doesn't overheat and everything. But I am gonna shut my headlights off, mainly because I don't want to drive with those on. And then after I shut those off, then I will turn the camera around so you guys see what the Christmas lights look like when I'm driving. All right, so I have my truck on the side right now, and I'm just gonna put the camera down and record me driving by it, so you guys can see what it actually looks like. So this is what it looks like when you do drive. So yes, my headlights are on right now, but because these Christmas lights do look pretty bright, it makes it look like my headlights are off and it looks pitch black out when I'm driving. But like that's with my headlights off, and that's what it's on. the camera isn't doing such a good job lighting it up, but also the ground is wet, so it is darker. But once you're driving under like street lights and stuff, then it's perfectly fine, and I can see perfectly clear. But yeah, so I will see you guys later.